The Washington Redskins beat the Green Bay Packers 42-24. Yikes. You're watching the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Hello and welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Washington Redskins defeat the Green Bay Packers 42-24 on Sunday Night Football, and yikes, okay, that final score is bad. Now, if you actually watch the game, you'll know that, okay, the Packers were competitive up until midway in the fourth quarter, and then the Redskins just ran away with this football game, but man, that final score is not good, and this Packers defense, and really just the whole team, but specifically their defense, should be ashamed of themselves. They have now lost 4 straight games. All of these games they should have won. I mean, they've been the better team coming into all of these games, just in terms of talent, just in terms of having Aaron Rodgers, just in terms of being, the favorite and being the Super Bowl team a lot of people thought they'd be before the season. Every single one of these games, they really should have won, every single one of them. But they're just not very good this season, and this defense should be ashamed. And I know what everyone's going to say, and I know what everyone's been talking about, and what Chris Collinsworth kept talking about. Well, it's because their defense is injured. Oh, you can't come back from all these injuries they're having on defense. Excuse me, I still see Clay Matthews out there. I still see Julius Peppers, Clinton-Dix, Morgan Burnett, Micah Hyde, Quinten Rollins. I still see all these guys out there, and none of them are making plays to win football games, okay? You saw today, the Redskins defense, they're not very good. That's just the truth. But we can see Chris Baker make a play to stop a drive. We can see Josh Norman make a play to win a football game. There's no players, not one player on this Packers defense right now is making plays to win football games. It's not happening. And I know Clinton-Dix is probably the best player on this defense right now. And from time to time, he can have a nice play. And Mike Daniels may have a nice play. But they're just getting gashed time and time again, not only in the passing game, but in the running game as well. And that's where you need these guys to step up, like Mike Daniels, like Clinton-Dix, like Morgan Burnett, like Clay Matthews, like Julius Peppers, and they're just not showing up. Don't blame the secondary completely. I mean, they stink, but don't just blame them. I mean, it's not just the secondary. This front seven is weak right now. These players that are so talented, Clay Matthews, 1 tackle? You're Clay freaking Matthews. You're on PEDs, and what else you're on? You're one of the most athletic linebackers in the NFL, and you have 1 tackle tonight as Robert Kelly runs for 137 yards. You have 1 tackle. You have Julius Peppers, who has 8 tackles on the entire season. He's done. And I know he has 4.5 sacks, and they're intentionally, using him less so that he's more useful on passing downs. But his career is finished. You look at Morgan Burnett. Again, he can have okay plays from time to time, but you, as a strong safety in the NFL, you cannot sit back and watch as a running back named Robert Kelly, who is a rookie that no one has heard of except for Redskins fans before last week, or the week before that. No one's heard of this guy. You let this guy come in and run for 137 yards? Absolutely absurd. This Packers defense, full of players that should be playing better than what they're playing. I understand when Kentrell Brice, or whatever his name is, stinks. Okay, I understand when Ladarius Gunter stinks. When Joe Thomas stinks. But these guys, these pivotal players to this Packers defense for years, Clinton-Dix, Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews, they're not playing well. They deserve so much blame to me. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're giving up. They're way too talented to be playing the way they're playing. Also, Randall as well. Quinten Rollins, who's Randall's injured, but Quinten Rollins. They're way too talented to be playing the way they're. It's not because of injuries. There's plenty of guys. I just named 8 guys that everyone knew would start before the season. They have 8 out of 11 players healthy. They're not playing well. They're not caring. They're being lazy. They should be ashamed of themselves. 8. Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews, Clinton-Dix, Morgan Burnett, Micah Hyde, Mike Daniels, Quinten Rollins, and Kenny Clark, who was a first-round draft pick. He should expect to play, and he should play well. Kyler Fackrell, who was a second- or third-round draft pick, he should expect to play. He should play well. There's plenty of guys on this team that are not playing up to their potential. Don't tell me about injuries. I'm so sick of this injury discussion. They're lazy. That's what's going on right now. They're not being well coached or something. But the point is, they're not playing up to their talent level. These guys are talented. These are players. These are good players that are not playing up to their talent level because of either coaching or effort or whatever, a combination of both. Scheming, I don't know, but they're not playing up to their potential. It has nothing to do with injury. Shut up, Chris Collinsworth. And by the way, it was nice hearing Mike Tirico back on commentary for NBC. You know, he'd been to hire for ESPN. He left ESPN. He hasn't done anything this season until tonight, and it was nice to hear him again, although he and Collinsworth need to get work on their chemistry a little bit because they weren't as cohesive as they need to be. When you look at the Washington Redskins, okay, it's a big victory for them. And I think they're going to the playoffs. I think they're going to clinch one of the wild card berths. They're now 6-3-1. This is a great record for them. Now, next week, they have to go up against the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm sorry, I don't see any reason to truly believe that you're going to win that football game. Okay, that's an L. Okay, but you set yourself up well here. Now, your schedule coming up is very difficult, even after that Cowboys matchup. So you're going to have to win some tough games. But this game showed to me that you have enough stuff to do it. And one of my, just my big thesis statement when it came to the Washington Redskins before the season, I told you time and time again, I believed that you guys had the most talent in the NFC East. Now that the season's going on, I don't think we can say that, but you're very talented. And I said you have the talent to be a playoff team. The question is, can you deal with your tough schedule? I said no, and I had you guys going 8-8. Now you're proving to deal with this tough schedule. You've beaten the Packers today. You beat whoever you faced last week. I can't even remember, but you beat them, okay? You're winning some of these tough games. You're winning games. Good. You're going to have some more tough games coming up. You're going to have to win these games, but I don't see any reason why you guys should not go to the playoffs this season. I really don't, okay? The wild card in the NFC is not difficult. The only team you have to beat, there's two. The Eagles and the loser between the Vikings and Lions. That's it. Problem, you lost to the Lions, although it's not really a big problem because you guys have a tie anyway, so there's no way you guys will finish the same record. But anyway, you lost to them. So that hurts. But the tie may end up working in your favor or against. We'll see. It's going to be tight, but I like your chances right now. At 6-3-1, you are in the berth, and I believe you will stay in that berth. When it comes to Kirk Cousins, pay this man, okay? This guy's playing great. Okay, he's playing great. And this is now 2 years now. He's played absolutely phenomenal. I've seen everything that I've needed to see. This guy is legit. He is a franchise quarterback. And the thing is, he's 29 now, right? And the thing is with quarterbacks, dude, they get better. I mean, they truly get better with age. I mean, Carson Palmer wasn't that great for Cincinnati. I mean, he was pretty good. And then he ended up playing great the past 3 years. Now, this year's not playing well, but he's, playing great. Quarterbacks kind of age well like wine. They age well. So go ahead and re-sign Kirk Cousins to a 5-year deal. Don't be surprised if 5 years from now he's playing like a top 10 quarterback. He's even better than he is right now. It wouldn't shock me at all. Just pay Kirk Cousins. He's your quarterback. He's your guy. He's your man. Is he a top 10 quarterback? I don't think so. I'd still take a Phillip Rivers over him. I might even take a Marcus Mariota over him. And I'm a little biased there, I will admit. But I believe that Kirk Cousins leans more on his receivers than Marcus Mariota leans on his. Okay, and I feel like that's a fair argument to make. But whatever. We're not here to talk about that. Kirk Cousins, pay him. And I don't care what he's asking for. He could be asking for 5 years, $100 million. I don't care. I'm paying him. I'm paying this guy. You cannot afford to go quarterback shopping after this season. It's absurd. Re-sign him. You might make the playoffs for the second straight time. When was the last time you did that in your history? I don't remember. You don't either. So you got to re-sign Kirk Cousins. You got to re-sign Mr. Kirk Cousins. running game, Robert Kelly. Okay, rookie. I don't know what round he was drafted. Was he even drafted? I don't know. I never heard of this guy. And I scout the draft like crazy. Never heard of him. So this guy, 137 yards today. Great game for him. 5.7 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns. You know, I'm reluctant to say that he's very good yet. He had some nice, impressive runs, but I was way more impressed with like Jordan Howard this earlier season when he went up against the Minnesota Vikings than I was with Robert Kelly today. I thought from what I saw, it was more a byproduct of just the Packers not knowing what the hell they're doing, just getting blocked off of the ball, and this Redskins offensive line opening up holes. So I'm not sure how good he is, but he's earned the starting role for now. So go ahead, run the ball with him and see what he can do. Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder. This guy's going to be the number 1 receiver for this team next year. Jamison Crowder, this guy continues to play absolutely fantastic. He's going to be the number 1 receiver for this team in next year, maybe even years to come. This guy's so dynamic, just so good, so versatile, so athletic, so quick, so fast, so skilled. I mean, he's really worked on his game since being drafted out of Duke, and he's fantastic. You look at Pierre Garçon, had a huge touchdown today. Nice to see him having, I feel, what is a bounce back year for him. Okay, last year I was very disappointed with his play. He's not great. He's not going to get 1,000 yards, but he's playing well. Okay, he's playing consistently well, not getting drops. He's playing well. Big play today. Good for him. DeSean Jackson had a touchdown today. He's getting healthy, getting him back on the field. This Redskins team is good. This passing offense is good. This run game is starting to become very good. This Redskins team is getting really good. They're hitting their stride, and this is when you want to do so. They did it last year. They ran all the way to the playoffs, and they lost. This year, we'll see what happens. If Kirk Cousins is playing at this level and whatnot, you know, we'll see what happens. Now, we can't overreact too much because remember, the Tennessee Titans put up 47 points on this defense last week. The Indianapolis Colts put up 31 points on this defense, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago? I mean, this defense stinks. But you saw the talent level of all these guys, and you have to be encouraged by this. So when it comes back to the Packers, let's go ahead and go back there real quick. You saw Aaron Rodgers today. I mean, you're going to see Colin Cowherd tomorrow saying, I tried to tell you guys about Aaron Rodgers, not that good. Shut up. Aaron Rodgers is fantastic. What are you talking about? 3 touchdowns today, 351 yards, 26-41. This guy's incredible. The problem is he has to do everything. They have no run game whatsoever, none to speak of, whatever. And they don't have a run game right now. You look at the receivers, they're inconsistent. I mean, Davante Adams just said, hey, I'm not playing today. Can you just not pass it to me, bro? Why'd you pass it? Oh, now I got to do stuff. And that was Davante Adams today. You saw Randall Cobb. This guy's so inconsistent from route to route. So there's issues everywhere on this offense. Aaron Rodgers, can y'all shut up? This guy's good, okay? He's just surrounded by crap. Now, I will critique him here. He needs to be a little more uplifting, okay? Because the thing is with Aaron Rodgers' personality, when things are going well, people are more willing to accept his totalitarian, egotistical, condescending nonsense, right? And the thing is with brilliant people like Mark Zuckerberg and maybe Mark Cuban and Donald Trump, right? Whenever things are going well, no one's really going to criticize them because they're going to say, you know what? Yeah, he's a dick. But at the end of the day, we're winning games. We're making money. Who cares? But as soon as you start losing money, as soon as you start losing games, then you're going to hear more people talking about, okay, I don't like this guy. He's not good. But he's good. The problem is now you just have that one bad year. And when you have that one bad year, things are kind of unraveling a little bit. But Aaron Rodgers is good. Okay, I just wish he'd be a little more... what's a good word? Just work on his camaraderie skills, work on his people skills, his human skills. Talk to black people better. I don't know, but I don't love what I'm hearing out of this locker room. The Packer season is over. I mean, it is over. I don't know what they're gonna do. Apparently, they're gonna keep Mike McCarthy. What a huge mistake. I would not keep this man at all, but they're gonna keep him. So what's gonna change? Okay, next year, draft a running back. For God's sake, Dalvin Cook is gonna be sitting there. Take him. Okay, you need a running back. Let Eddie Lacy walk. Or no, don't even let him walk. Let him crawl. because God knows he won't be able to walk because this guy can't stay healthy. So as soon as his contract is up, let Eddie Lacy crawl, to the Cleveland Browns, and then you guys can just go ahead and draft Dalvin Cook, and then boom, your offense gets a running game. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to do everything, and you're back. Okay, but for this season is over. O-V-E-R, over Aaron Rodgers. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Green Bay Packers versus the Washington Redskins. What do you want? Comment down below. I want to know if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and most importantly to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out.